Hi, and welcome back to this game. If this is... which it isn't, right? It's no Austria. Yeah, I was thinking if it's the second race, we just reverse order, I won't record it. But apparently it isn't, since I said Austria, and we weren't in Austria before. Because there wasn't a lot of rain, really. This won't end well. Exactly. Bye. I have wet, yes, goods. Track 23, 20. I'm thinking rock and roll. I'm gonna have to do this. How do you... yeah, I just wanted to kind of... Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything, I just... Maximum top... No. Yeah, I'm sticking to that. Back... oh, go track. I'm not too sure about my chances here. Well, of course, I do cheat a lot with having very easy modes. Basically, holy hell. It's a bit drifty, which is a bit bad because I do like this track. It's actually a track I do recognize. What the hell am I doing? Come on. See, it didn't spin out there. Why did it do it previous? What's the yellow dot behind me though? Is that a murder or something? I'm gonna have to outrun. Ooh, it does seem a bit loose. It's almost like you got a few extra horsepower. And the track is a bit, you know, not perfect grip. Do you... I won. You do, don't you? As in, I'm thinking about the track. It dries up where you've ridden a lot, doesn't it? I think it does that. That'll certainly emulate that. Whoa, along the racing line where all the cars go, that they dries up a lot faster than the rest.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
Yeah, I do have a pole. Oh, bloody hell, that was awful. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Well, my brain couldn't resist. My mouth couldn't either, apparently.
Down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. White, Matsushita, and Giuliano Alesi. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Alright, so tomorrow it may not be raining then, I hope. Am I getting the tracks confused, by the way? I was thinking about... Yeah, I'm thinking about, isn't that in Netherlands or something, the one I'm thinking about? It's a bit of a similar curve.
And the drivers are making their final preparations down on the grid.
Yeah, it's not this one.
Lights out. Look around, it's a spectacular setting.
Spielberg.
Sure today's race will do it justice.
Never heard of. Well, I mean,
Spielberg is
director, but...
one of the shortest we'll see in this Formula 2 championship.
Good.
7 rights and 3 lefts make up the 10 corners of the circuit. The left-hand kink of turn 2, leading into the uphill braking of turn 3, represents another overtake hotspot. As usual, I'm joined by our good friend Davide Valsecchi as we soak up the dramatic scenery. Do you think the drama will continue onto the track today, Davide?
Ciao Alex, I think we can guarantee that. Austria has always been a track that encourages the driver to overtake and attack. But it's a low grip surface. The drivers out there today will have to make sure that the tiny mistakes don't end up hurting them later in the race.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. White lines up on pole position.
Of course I do. I'm that good. Screw it, it's advanced. We don't care about that. Been there, done that.
Points finished last race. Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Will do. Stop. I do have to say the game runs quite alright as well. I do have it on quite high settings. I do have it on, what is it called? 1080p though, with upscaling through Fidelity FX. And I'm not too sure I can run that, because I'm not sure if I downloaded any drivers for that. But maybe it did for this race or something, or race for this game or something. As in the game downloaded something when I started up. It did install something that I never really saw what it said. That may have been some kind of drivers for that. Because I do have a... what is it called? The 5700 XT, so it should be able to do that thing. Come on, come on! You're wimping about again. I should really go for the what's it called again? The Elite Xbox controller instead of this one, due to its well, replaceable thumbstick, so I can get the slightly taller one. As it does help quite a bit. When it comes to racing. I've been thinking about buying the new one as well, but it's a bit much price-wise, I would say. You can get a bloody decent wheel for that money. Of course, a wheel is only a wheel, and a controller can be used for a bunch of games, but still. Probably get a decent CPU for that money. Though I do like my Elite controller, and mine's been working quite well. Something is loose inside it, but it works just fine. And I've been quite happy with it, to be honest. But again, price. It's not I'm anywhere near a professional level gamer, that's for bloody sure. So, learn more DRS. Well, it should automatically DRS, doesn't it? I know what it is. It opens a flap in the rear wing, so you have less grip, but also less air resistance. It's not, you know, anything magical about that. As long as it's automatic, because I'm fairly certain it is. Or that I left that setting on. There was some ERS as well. Oh, maybe that is a new word for cars then. Because E for electric. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was wondering what the hell is that? Maybe just change the bleeding name for it. Jesus Christ! Come on, that is horrendous. Really? That was awful. Should be enough for that corner. Yes, 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 it is. You should be able to just floor it here quite a lot. More than I've done. So this is 10 laps then, alright? I'll set a new lap record apparently, but not expected that considering how awful I did in a few corners over there. Break.
We're leading our teammate by 20.1 seconds.
Why do you keep him around? He's useless. Bloody hell. It's a racing team, mate. It's not a parking team. Bloody hell. You do that, time in that bloody forward. I just saw it on the side there. Oh, yes, good. Do you still believe he's the best racer then? Huh? 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 Alright, come. Oh, no. And brake, Flora. That should be a new lap time record, right? No. Yes, good.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep
Thought
this
so.
up.
Was a bit more happy with that than the previous. I did actually take that corner fairly well this time. This of course does not mean that I've learned the track or how to
Caution.
play the game. What caution? Play the game, but oh, there you are. What the hell? If you have the caution for that, you do not trust me at all, do you? Well, I don't blame you. Yeah, for it. Yeah, that, those long corners, that's where the bloody controller is a bit limited compared to a racing wheel. That's for bloody sure. Always have these, looks like bleeding twitches trying to steer through a long corner. Ooh, yeah. And then of course braking and throttle is a lot better with that as well, because you got full, a lot more. Oh, ooh.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Bloody hell, I got bloody second off with that lap. Nice. And now I'm going to crash. Irreparable damage and so on. And game over. I mean, it'll uninstall itself. How useless are you? That was useless. Not good at all. But cutting a second off my lap time, that's nice. You like that? Come on. I have been thinking about getting a wheel, but I know myself I'm gonna use it 3 times, get bored, and then it's a bunch of money just lying about for no use at all. I'll sell it dirt cheap or give it away to some friend or something. It's what always happens when I get a bloody steering wheel. And if I had a proper setup, so I had more multiple PCs or something where I could just leave it connected and so on, then it would be one thing, but or if I just played racing games. Ooh, that worked well. I mean, I do love my racing games, that's for bloody sure, but still. It's quite an investment for basically one genre. Well, not basically one genre, for one genre. And not a genre I exclusively play. So even though it would be fun to have, it's... if I do get one, I'm probably aiming at something like the Logitech G, whatever they're called again. 915, yeah, whatever the hell they're called. You know, the most popular ones. As you can use it both for the PC and the Xbox. Come on, alright, that was horrendous. Come on, that wasn't completely horrendous at least. Come on, that is not a new best lap time, that's for bloody sure. Way too aggressive now. In the wrong places. Just relax, don't do it. Come something. Not my kind of music really, just some what the but yeah, something that you picked up because they played it bloody everywhere. back in the days. But I do like the feeling of the brake and all of that. It's quite hard to... I mean, I have ABS and all of that. I think on full, or at least medium. Which of course helps. But yeah, the throttle on off, you can be fairly precise with it. And that I do like, because that's a bit of an issue with a lot of racing games. You have... I don't know what you say. Only about 50% of the movements actually matters. Has been some major issues with the... Well, starting basically with what? Forza Motorsport 6. Not on throttle, but on brakes. Because it was a lot better in the original Forza Horizon and... well... all the way up to... fairly certain Forza Motorsport 5 worked well as well. But 6 didn't, and Forza Horizon 3 was also wrong, so you had to start using ABS because you couldn't really, you know, press... oh, whatever. Couldn't really get the feeling because only about 50% of the movement was available before you locked up, and that is not good. If you do not wanna, you wanna be right at the end of, or edge rather, of locking up your brakes. That is when you're braking as bloody great as you could. Well, when you move 50% of the way of the trigger and it locks up, it's not really viable to do without the ABS. So you're forced to use ABS on the newer ones. Work just perfectly with Forza Horizon, the original, and with the older Forza Motorsports like 3, 4. Remember having any major issues with them either. It did start with Forza Motorsport 5, I think, but I never had any issues with it. But that's when they did something to the engine with... well, it was a brand new engine, I guess, because it was built for the X-Bone. So something happened there. But like I said, so I didn't have any issues with Forza Horizon 5 as far as I can remember. However, Forza Horizon 3 was screwed up. Forza Horizon 2 worked well, as far as I can remember as well. Why? Me?
So another fantastic victory for
Yeah.
today.
What's with his fucking teeth being way too far inside his mouth?
What was the key to this success?
Me?
Are all the same spec. The winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temporarily faster and driving to the conditional track. They made it look easy out there today.
Yeah, it was easy, but you picked the 4th place as the driver of the day. What the bloody hell? Oh, hell. You really didn't know anything, do you? There was a bloke back there with a... him there with a... constructor. Alright. So they just ignore him. Yeah, you stand there, mate. Just, we don't care about you. Yeah, fantastic.
The World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's tape. White increases their championship lead. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I'm going for someone who really punched above their weight today. And that's the Italian, Luca Ghiotto. He was very quick through the entire race today.
And here's how things are shaping up in
Giotto
the
is
teams championship.
7th!
Avail extended their lead at the top of the championship.
What
Another
the
team that
bloody
excelled
hell is
today
the
was
problem?
Dams, who make further progress up the table.
The official driver of the day also did a fantastic job. But I have to vote with my heart. And today, I have to go the different direction.
Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
He should really go for different drugs because he should look at look at that. 170. Yeah. Yeah, let's call that an episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you and have fun. I am